Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your girl, Becky D, live in the morning, 7 days a week, 7 a.m. Live with you again this morning on this beautiful Thursday. I don't know about y'all, but Wednesday, the weather was beautiful. The sun was beautiful. Life was beautiful, okay? For a lot of you who have Bible study on Wednesday nights or whatever the night of the week you do. I know a lot of you guys are doing telecommunication, so you're doing either online, phone line, smoke signals, whatever the case may be. But continue to just pray for the nation, the world, and guidance. So I don't know when your Bible study is, so if you haven't had yours yet, might want to, just add that in on the prayer line for me. Wednesday was beautiful. I did not walk. I actually put some more emission. Did I say that word right? I put some more negative air into the air. I drove my car because I did want to run to the store and to grab a few items. I needed food. So you got to make sure you have nourishment in the house. So huge shout out to Lidl. Because, I'm going to say this. This is not anything that I wanted to talk about, but I can work it in because I'm good like that. But you all confuse me. Us as people, all right? I walked into Lidl and right at the door is the fresh fruits and vegetables and, the bread and pastries and all that stuff. Flowers and all that stuff fully stocked. Like, there was a few items missing, like russet potatoes. But, that's okay. They had the potatoes. But, fully stocked. The oranges overflowing in boxes. Okay. I picked up a bag of oranges today. Absolutely delicious. And I was getting my vitamin C in. Where did we go wrong that we had to go and buy paper products? And, all these paper products as y'all stacking up is going into our landfills, which is still killing our earth. Just putting it out there. And all of these junk food and saturated fats and all this stuff. Don't get me wrong. I did get some popcorn. I don't own a microwave by choice. I don't want to put more negative waves and energy into my body. So I've been microwave free. Only time I do use a microwave is at work. Because a lot of times I would take foods that require me actually putting it back in the stove to heat it up. And yeah, you know how that goes. So I had to buy some popcorn. And I bought me my favorite kettle cooked chips. But 98% of the food I got, fruits and vegetables. I did get a little bit of meat, but it wasn't a lot because y'all bought all the meat. I don't know, y'all gonna be carnivores now because y'all left all the meat out of good stuff, all the fruits and vegetables on the shelf. I'm just confused, And even the canned goods, fruits and vegetables were fully stocked. So that's what I'm saying. I'm just a little confused, just a little sidetracked. And you all became camels all of a sudden, where you're storing the water somehow in your hump because, it wasn't any water, but it was beer and wine. Anyways, getting back on topic, I just had to say that because that kind of affected my Wednesday shopping trip. But realizing that we've had to detour a lot of things. Schools are trying to figure out, what we're going to do as far as graduation and all these other things that needs to be dealt with. And as far as the school year, y'all being serious, we don't know what is going to go on with the school year. We don't know what is going to be happening with our students, literally. And just like making sure that my next generation that I've been so encouraging and just like raising up and make sure they have a good head on their shoulders. I'm really scared because they're missing some essentials right now. I don't care about the test. The standardized test, they can stay over there in the corner where they belong, crying their little eyes out, okay? They okay. I'm talking about these knowledge, these skills that these kids need to succeed in anything in life, okay? And so that may leave you in your business, in your goals, in your dreams, a little confused and unaware as well right now. But I'm here with great news. It's okay. You may have noticed that your plan is not working out right now. That doesn't mean you give up the goal or the dream. You just alter your plan, change your plan, back up plan B. Maybe you at plan Z. But the thing is, you can keep going and going and going until the plan that works out for you is found. Okay. Still to this day, I love this quote. I probably used it before on here before. But somebody once told me, failure isn't a bad thing because you just found one way that something wouldn't work. I mean, that speaks volumes, okay? I may have failed at something, but I found that was one thing that there was one way that wouldn't work. But there's 99 times 99 more ways out there that probably would work. But you just have to keep the mentality and the motivation and the dedication to keep trying and to keep going and to keep pressing on. Okay. So on that Thursday, okay, this Thursday is here. If you can't say it's not, please don't say it's not, because I'm essential, but I'm still at home. Like, I don't get, okay, we ain't gonna talk about it. So I need this time to go up. But you have some time today. Take that time. Sit down. Go ahead. Write it out. What ways did not work? Write that out. Get that off your chest. Let it go. Now write the ways that you haven't tried. Research ways that you haven't tried. Find things and ways that you have not tried. And then try them and apply them and see. And if it doesn't work, guess what you do? You just move it over to the next list, to the did not work list. And then you just keep going and keep going. Okay? If you want a simpler route, you can write them all on like little pens or little clothespins. And my mom would be so proud of me. I said that right the first time. And have different cups, okay? Our little popsicle sticks. You can get them from Dollar Tree, like 100 pack, or probably more than that, for $1. And just pull a stick. And if it didn't work, put it in the next cup. Pick another stick. Let's try it. Didn't work? Put it in the cup. Okay? The only perfect being that I know is Jesus. And we were made in his image, but we were made a little flawed. And it wasn't by design. It was by our own doing. And with that being said, that means we're still destined for greatness. We just now have to go through all the muck and the mess to find the one way that we can be great. The one thing that we're missing, the key essential that we're missing. But a lot of people don't want to put in the work. You ever, growing up or now, currently, whatever the case may be, had a garden? First year you plant, you didn't get anything. Nothing seemed to grow. Okay, second year you like, you know what? My best friend told me about this little tip. I'm going to try that. So you try that little tip, no matter how goofy or silly it was. Didn't work. You went outside and you started talking to him the next year. It didn't work. Another friend told you to try this. It didn't work. By the 10th year, your friend said, how about I come over there and help you? Help you plant the garden. Same thing. You look at her like, you did nothing different. I did the same thing. For 10 years now, I've been doing the same thing. And she's like, all right, well, I'll come over in about a week and see how things are going. She comes back over in a week and she looks and she was like, oh, maybe I caught you in the time you're about to go and pull out the weeds. And you stop and look and you're like, weeds? That's not grass? And she was like, no, wait a minute. You've been telling me this whole time you've been mowing the lawn in that area. She's been just cutting off everything, not realizing she was cutting off her seeds, her reproducing, her produce. It's things like that we don't notice. We're so quick. We're like, oh, this whole quarantine and whatever, coronavirus, I'm cut people off. You better be careful, because you might mistake the weeds for the grass and start to cut off the good. So the reason she couldn't get her garden to grow is because she's been cutting off the good this whole time, thinking that it was all grass. So with the ever so fine hand and diligently looking, you go through and you just pick the weeds up and out of your life. I remember when I had planted some green onions one year. And if you ever seen a green onion grow, you see how they look in the store. That can accidentally be mistaken for a weed or a piece of grass. And so I'm pulling, and I noticed that it was a little bit more coming up and a little bit more coming up. And I looked and I said, oh no, that's my onion. You're not quite ready yet. And I put it back. So let's be careful on this Thursday that while we're pulling people out of our lives and stuff, we're not pulling up the wrong things, that we're not mistaking everybody just for grass and cutting the line. Okay? Protect your fruit. Tend to it. Take care of it. And it will take care of you in the end. I miss my garden. I'm going to have to get one back. It's something I can do during this time. I can get started on my balcony garden. Benefits to living in the country is that you can actually have a garden. I need to get rid of this concrete out here and get to it. But there's your task for Thursday, okay? And also I wanted to let you know that if you're working from home or if you're working at a desk job, to definitely go ahead and make sure that you're taking the time that you need to reset your bodies, to stretch, to get movement in, okay? Whatever the case may be that you have to do, you can stand up, do a little twist, crack your back, whatever the case may be. But I shared a Nike workout. It's beautiful. It's designed 7 minutes, literally 7 minutes, and it is so worth it. When I tell you the hip part, I didn't realize how out of line my hips were, but just that little 1 minute workout of it, I heard every bone in my hip pop, and I felt so much better. Okay, so make sure you take care of yourselves. All right, protect your fruit during this time on today. Handle your task, get it done. Let's thrive, let's succeed, and let's still conquer 2020 the way we are supposed to be. All right, challenges gonna come up. Things are gonna come in your life that was unexpected, but not everything can be predicted, not everything can be planned. That's why we were made and called to be great, because the great leaders and the great thinkers and the great motivators and the great meditators of this world have already been equipped to handle the unexpected. You just have to find deep down in your soul the tools that you need. So on this day, if nobody ever tells you that they love you, I'm going to go ahead and give you that tool right now. I'm giving you the tool of love. Know that I love you and I care about you genuinely. And that nobody else on this earth can tell you otherwise. Okay? My name is Becky D with Becky D in the Morning. And as always, I'll talk with you tomorrow morning.